right, here you go, Jim. Ready to go. It's recording. Yeah, I'll take your back.
So that's the way I feel about it. Now, I can always move it down the road. You know, I can move out of here at any time. But I think about all the other people that live here that can't.
So you were here when there was no water, right?
Yeah, I was here.
How long was there no water in the building?
A couple days. I think it was a couple days.
Yeah.
Man, the kitchen's gonna be out for a whole month.
Anyway, that's another issue.
No kitchen.
The kitchen.
The water's out.
Like recently, somebody broke some of the fixtures. Well, that's going to be out for at least a month. Right? So how are people supposed to eat food in this building? Right? Basically, when it comes to the bottom line, what goes on at the Seneca Hotel, this building is a dumping ground for homeless people in San Francisco, plain and simple. And that's what it is. Right?
Ex-convicts that are still acting like convicts.
And they dump people here.
You know how
they don't provide any special services. They don't do anything to help anybody. I laid here in that fucking room for 6 months in agony with a broken leg. I couldn't even get out of bed. I was hurting so bad. And you'd think that one of the staff ever took the time to run up to my room to see how I was doing. Not once. Not once.
Are we forgetting about the fact that the so-called case managers have let several people die in their rooms here that are supposed to be checking on them if they don't hear from them in 3 days? What is that all
They
about?
find dead bodies of people in this hotel.
Numerous people.
Numerous people, dead bodies, because they don't check on people here to see if they're okay. Right? You just let fucking people die here. Right? Nobody can die with dignity in this place. Right? You don't have any dignity as a resident of this hotel. I don't care whether you're paying for it or not. That's the way it is around here. And I don't want to be bad, because that's what the building, that's what this building has turned me into. And since my dignity has been taken away, it makes me angry. It makes me want to lash out. It makes me want to yell at people. It makes me want to strangle people sometimes. But I'm better than that. I'm a bigger person than that.
I won't.
Anybody else like to say a few words?
Yes. How about the blatant racism? Never in 23 years of living in this city have I seen such blatant, completely unregulated racism. And I'm not talking about reverse racism. I don't think there is such a thing. There is just plain racism. I was raised that is the wrong thing to be. We have our first African American president. These people in here are a disgrace. These people in here are a disgrace to Dr. King's memory. I don't think that's what his dream was all about. To strike back at white people and other cultures.
I had a Dr. King memorial in my room in January, and guess what? They tore it off my door and told me that it was illegal to have a Dr. King memorial on my door.
My car parked on well, let's see. Since I've lived here, I've been called the Ku Klux Klan because I'm sitting in on a tenants meeting. Supposedly that didn't happen. Someone came and covered that up. Let's see. Because a desk clerk who is a major racist was not doing her job one day when I came in and made a comment to one of the tenants about, you know what a customer service person should be doing? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. How can I help you? It's my job. She started in on me saying, "Yowza, master. Can I go to the bathroom, master?" She still has a job here. That was on camera. And they blamed me. They got on my case because I pulled my camera out, wanted to get a recording of it because they claim stuff like this doesn't get caught on audio.
Right.
And she's still here.
I know I've actually got them on the live stream with bullshit, right? And they still fucking lie, right? So that's where we're at with our staff right now. It's not that we are against all of our staff, because a lot of them work very hard, and I can actually name those individuals that do so because they're always working. I always see them working hard, right? And they're not really making all that much money. I think the starting salary for custodian here is $16 an hour, which in this day and age, and we all know that living in San Francisco, that's really not enough money to even live here.
What's funny about that, because you know, the staff that actually does work hard, they never seem to get the hours here because it's always dominated by these other people. They take up all of the shifts. They get graveyard shifts. They get 2 days a week. One of the best people here left
Oh, okay,
recently
okay.
because they wanted to
Okay,
get
sorry.
full-time hours. They couldn't get enough shifts here.
Right.
So you're gonna keep it here. Put it on my Facebook.
Okay.
And move. Then move people know.
I'm actually listening. Anybody else have something to say? No, you don't have to be a
I'm not
resident.
gonna name names, but yes, as a matter of fact.
Unfair living conditions. Yep.
It's loud and proud, folks. Loud and proud. Right? We're not ashamed to be saying that we're residents here. You know, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm poor. But one thing I would like is I would like housing free of vermin and roaches. I believe this hotel's a biohazard. Really, one of those areas. I really think that this is a sick building. And ultimately, what I think is going to end up happening here is since they can't tear it down, it's on the National Historic
They can't
Register.
tear it down. They can't shut this one down. Oh, this is not gonna be torn down. I thought it was.
No, but what they can't do, they can't tear it down. But what they can do is do what they did in the Warfield, because that's also on the National Historic Register.
Renovated, Kenneth.
Anyway,
Renovated.
yeah, they'll just tear it out and make offices.
And then throw everybody out.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen to this building, right? Eventually, right? Trust me on that.
Yeah, unfair living conditions. Terrible.
Yeah, all of it, right?
THC managed property.
Right?
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
a Tenderloin
you can
Housing
imagine
Clinic.
all this construction
Yeah.
toll that is taken on the residents here at the hotel, of people that we have to constantly
What?
deal with noise around here. The noise pollution around here is simply fucking incredible.
Yep.
I don't know the best way to describe
Terrible.
it, but I have to leave my speakers and my big subwoofer going. I leave it going on 24/7. The only time it's not on is when I'm not there. Okay, and I've always got something going on it, and it's loud, right? And it's the only way that I can get a decent night's sleep in this place, right? You know, and I'm sure all the rest of you residents know how loud that it can get in this place. You know, so that's where I'm at with that too. This is an informational ticket. We're not down here. You know, we're here to like spread information. If anybody has something that they would like to say, anything like that, we're trying to have a conversation here with all the people that are out here and the residents of the building.
One time I couldn't sleep. I have to leave when I get up at 6 in the morning.
Right.
One time I have to leave just to go and sleep in my car, you know, because then when I'm sleeping is all the noise. And lately this past few days is really quiet, maybe because of this. I have many complaints to the management. Okay? I'm waking up all the time, you know, and when they say, oh, man, the noise.
There's the owner of our favorite restaurant here, right? Wine restaurant. I gotta recommend it highly, highly. We're so glad you're back open again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, can you hear yourself think out here? I can. It's so loud.
Swing your cameras around that alleyway. You want to see someone scatter like roaches? All the drug dealing that goes on and hollering up the air wells all hours of the day and night. But it's not the tenant's problem. It's not the desk problem. It's not management problem. That's just out there and open. But they're calling for specific people in the building all hours
Yeah, we
of the
gotta try to
day
do
and
it.
night.
It's one thing to sell drugs, and I don't care if you do. Just keep your fucking shit together, okay? You know, 'cause I've sold drugs, but never anything like, I never sold any of the bad ones, right? Only the good ones, right? And you know, I'm a pharmacist, you know, I have a Master of Science from Johns Hopkins University. And I'm not a dumbass, right? You know, I like know what's going on. And you know, if people want to stick around, how many people want to hear a story about the Hyatt Hotel? How many people know the story about the Hyatt Hotel?
I do.
My hotel is up there. So I was on Pacific, and oh geez, yeah, Kearney Pacific, yeah. That was a hotel. It was mainly Filipino. I had over 400 residents. At the time, I think it was one of the largest residential hotels in San Francisco. This was back in the 70s, right? Yeah, 77. And you know, being the location that it is very close to downtown. And property developers were eyeing it up to develop the property. Yeah. that was like the Bayana house down the street, you know. And I remember when that place was on fire, or the earthquake. You know, they had a fire there, right? And what happened then? Let me just say the history of this neighborhood. I know the history of this neighborhood really well. When they had Loma Prieta earthquake, there was a number of residential hotels. Actually, the whole street all the way down to Folsom had residential hotels. And when Loma Prieta came, developers and the city saw this as a way of cleaning up 6th Street. Because I got to tell you that you think it's bad here now. You should have been here 20 years ago. It was a lot worse.
Hey, Mo, that's what I'm saying. You don't know no hotels that got
Like
Wi-Fi.
drug dealing. If you were a San Franciscan and you knew where you were going, you definitely stayed the hell off of 6th Street. You never crossed the street. Am I right, Jim? Right?
What?
About this little area right here. Jim, he's been a resident of this area for a while too.
Yeah, I lived here in, let's see, 84 and 85, I think.
Yeah, it was a lot worse than it is today. You generally just, the only place you ever went to was Toulon, and that was it, baby. You didn't actually go anywhere on the street. You did, you were out here looking for trouble. So after the earthquake, the city saw a chance to clean up the street. So the buildings were, uninhabitable anyway because of the earthquake. So and they rebuilt one of the places, but as you know, the fenestration building used to house over 200 people, and that place has been there for 10 to 20 years. And now what's going to happen with it is you're going to make condominiums there, and it's not going to be housing for poor people. So the rental and the real estate prices in San Francisco has hit such a level that even the middle class is being forced out of San Francisco.
Wow, those not even my airport.
So we're basically, as poor people here in the city, we're basically pleading for survival and life in this city because there's not enough place for people to live. Right? I mean, that's one of the only reasons I stuck around here for so long, because trust me, if I could have found another place easily, I'd have gotten the fuck out of here ASAP. Okay? But it's hard to find places here in the city. I got everybody looking.
$500 a month affordable on most incomes?
Yeah, the cheapest I can find right now is $1,100. That's my whole system. Right?
That just must be a lavish palace. Or is it just basically a room like this thing unit? I feel like.
So, at any rate, we're all getting forced out of this neighborhood sooner or later. I just want to have some dignity before I leave. As far as, it's like I keep bringing this up. The guys that marching in Monsanto. Practically impossible. A lot of problems we have in this
Thanks very
building
much.
is because there's no place for people to hang out in this neighborhood. And if you hang out here, police will criminalize you. That's what happened. I'm glad a few people showed up.
What I find it rather interesting is there's several buildings.
You got that? The Unabomber looked down.
I
wish I had a place like he had.
Which, the little cabin up in Lincoln?
Yeah.
Fuck, man, that's so out there, Lincoln.
Not going to be able to do the status quo anymore.
Folks throwing stuff out the window.
And there's people that throw stuff out of the windows here all the time, right? All the time. I just want to document this, because next week I think I'm going to go the opposite of local SCIE 1021 after a bar strip. Because that's what you need to.
What's up? Ball head.
Oh, yeah, today?
Ball head woman. Ball head.
But the employees here, how fucked up the employees here is that I more happen to help them out than they are to help me. Okay? I do more to help people around here, right? I don't care you. Just don't fucking do it. Yeah, I know.
Does that guy work at the desk?
Yeah, he's actually one of the good employees, but he never has any decent hours.
Yeah, I've never seen him before.
No, do think that for a brief moment we get that.
No, he doesn't get decent hours because all the racist employees, the
Don't ride your bike on the sidewalk.
like the man in the dress over there, they get all the hours here, and the decent ones don't get anything. They get shoved on the graveyard. There was someone here that only had two nights a week swing. Best of any of them. Really good, like the person who just came out here. They don't get the hours because their little union keeps all these other horrible people with horrible attitude problems. They get the lion's share of all the hours. The surly ones, the racist ones, the ones with the big attitude
By the
problems.
way, my name's Jim. Don, glad to meet you.
Water and fucking get rid of rodents and rodents and they're taking all THC goddamn money off money.
Put them out,
How the
man,
hell
put them out.
you gonna have a goddamn party, birthday party with cake and no ice cream?
Okay, and I don't want to like, I don't want to
the
take your time
complaints,
here,
the range of
but
complaints.
I've worked up a list of demands that we need to like do to that I want to make sure we have some kind of agreement on a list of demands. The first list of demand is that we demand that the manager of the building, right, actually has to maintain a residence here. That's going to be our first demand. Because you have to be in touch with what goes on around the building to be able to manage it and know what's going on. And if the manager was living here, I'm pretty sure that the conditions of the building would improve real quick. Right, and that should be a rule that, they should stay in one of the units here, and one of the rooms. I think that should be our first demand. The second demand should be a non-chemical pesticides should be applied in the building, because every time that I talk to them about bugs, all they want to do is like poison us with pesticides. And we do know that there are organic, pesticides that can be used, like boric acid, which are much more effective and last much longer. We know that the pests are not going to be completely eradicated, but at least we'll have them under control. So that when I have guests in the lobby, they don't have to see a cockroach climbing up the fucking elevator floor. Okay. Thank you for your support.
Yes, by the way,
I hear you.
Mark.
That'll be our second demand. And then the third demand is that we ask that the staff treats us with respect and dignity at all times. And then the fourth thing is that we ask that this hotel not be a dumping ground for homeless patients here in the city of San Francisco. Because that's basically what happens here. That's why we have this like 10% of people here that seem to cause problems for everybody else. And I'm inviting everybody, like even people that are not living here, to be my guests, and I can get you in the building. And I live in room 217 here at the Seneca. Come by my room, he knows where I live. My door is generally always open, right? So, and if it isn't, just knock on the door, and I'm happy to receive anybody and your ideas and suggestions. And I have plenty of tech to help people out, to get the message out, like tech support. You got a laptop, I have a Wi-Fi network right here in the building. If you need anything from me, don't hesitate to come by. If your computer's not working, bring it on by. Right, I can fix it.
All right, you guys, way to go. Thanks, keep fighting the good fight.
That's pretty much all I have to say. Much love to everybody here. And, okay, we'll be, and another thing is that next week, right, for the people that are here, like, let's go all get together and, like, go over to Randy Shaw's office, right, and leave a list of demands. I got you to work, right? And, we'll take care of that, okay?
You said what?
Great, yeah. And also, I wanted to announce that, that next week, next Monday, October 21st, I'll make sure we get one here. We're going to have occupied.
What are you guys doing? You got some strike?
We're out here protesting conditions here in the hotel.
And this one? It's horrible?
Well, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, they shut off the water for 3 days.
And didn't give me no no notice on that?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, and then they try to blame it on tenants who was our fault. Anyway, yeah. This guy's ready to treat us. Yeah, so, I guess let me have the live stream back. I'll take the camera now.
You know, this is like a rarity for me as well, because now I'm a journalist, right? And I generally always try to keep my picture out of what the stuff that I'm trying to do. This is like one of the rare occasions that I will allow myself, you know, I'm not that I'm scared of being photographed, trust me, but you know what I'm saying, I don't like the story to be about me. You know, I want it to be about what's going on, right? Yeah. So, at any rate, we're gonna end it here. Thanks a lot for everybody that was watching, and I'll be back a little bit later this week with another live stream. I can't tell you exactly where I'm going to be at, but probably tomorrow there's going to be a barge strike, so we will be there for that. All right, much peace and much love to everybody on the stream. Have a good day.